Hey guys, Junaid from Meninfluencer here. Hope you look good, feel good and are ready to prosper, because in this video I'd like to talk about empathy, and in particular 3 types of empathy. Because if you're someone that is able to master this social skill, you'll be able to understand other people much better, and this way you'll understand other people's decisions. But before I start, if you're someone that is new to this channel and you'd like to see more videos like this, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out, because aiming for 10k subscribers, and therefore by you subscribing you really help the channel out. Anyways, with that said, let's jump into the video. Alright, so the first thing, what is empathy? If we look at the definition on Google, it says the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. So it basically means that it helps you to understand another person, how they're currently feeling and the way they are thinking in a particular situation. And you might be asking, how is this useful for me? Because maybe I don't even care about someone else. But the truth about this is that if you're someone that wants to be more social and wants to understand how to communicate with other individuals, if you are able to understand how other people are thinking and how other people are feeling, you can actually use this as leverage in your professional life and even in your social life. Because if you're someone that can understand someone in a workplace, you'll be able to use it as leverage to maybe climb the social ladder. Or if you're someone that is looking to make more friends, make a deeper connection, if you're someone that can show empathy and help you understand how other individuals are thinking and feeling, this can really take your social life to the next level. And when it comes to these types of empathy, you don't particularly use every single one of them at the same time. It really depends on the situation and the person and what you want to achieve, or how you can simply help the other individual in the best way possible. Because the truth is that if you want to feel more fulfilled in social life, if you're someone that can help other individuals, they are highly likely to return the favor for you. So the next time if you see someone and you're able to help them, by you simply being empathetic, more people will actually appreciate you, and therefore more people want to hang out with you. Alright, so the first type of empathy that I would like to discuss in this video is the cognitive empathy. The cognitive empathy definition is simply knowing how the other person feels and what they might be thinking, sometimes called perspective taking. And this is concerned with thought, understanding and intellect. The benefits of the cognitive empathy is that it helps in negotiations, motivating other people, understanding diverse viewpoints, and ideal for virtual meetings. The pitfalls of the cognitive empathy is that it can be disconnected from or ignore deep emotions, because it doesn't put you in another shoe in a felt sense. And all the cognitive empathy does is to understand the other individual. This doesn't necessarily mean that you feel the same as they are feeling, but you simply understand why they are feeling a certain way. And the best way to understand this is by an example. For example, you've got your grade back for an assignment, and you've got a very good grade and you're very happy about it. But then you hear that someone else got their grade back and it isn't necessarily what they hoped for. And let's assume it's a classmate of yours and you don't particularly care about them because you barely talk to them and you don't generally know them that well. And thus, since you don't really particularly care about that person, you can still understand that that particular person isn't happy about it. He might be feeling a little bit sad, and that's what cognitive empathy is. Even though you don't particularly care about someone and you don't feel for them, you still understand the reason why they're feeling a certain way. So if you're someone that doesn't understand why someone is feeling down or maybe even upset, by simply trying to rationalize the reason as to why they might feel this way, you'll be able to assist them when needed. Moving on to the second type of empathy, emotional empathy. So the definition of emotional empathy is when you feel physically along with the other person as though their emotions were contagious. So what is it concerned with? Feelings, physical sensation, mirror neurons in the brain. The benefits of emotional empathy is that it helps in close interpersonal relationships and careers like coaching, marketing, management and HR. The pitfalls of emotional empathy is that it can be overwhelming or inappropriate in certain circumstances. So emotional empathy is not the same as cognitive empathy, because with cognitive empathy you're trying to rationalize it and what the reason is why someone is feeling a particular way, while when it comes to the emotional empathy you're actually feeling with them. For example, you and your friend are walking down the street and he loses his wallet, and although you haven't particularly lost anything, your friend has lost something, you still feel bad for him and feel the same emotions in the situation. And this happens because the neurons in our brain start to mimic the other person's feelings, because if it is someone that you care about and you see that they're feeling very bad, you in return will start to feel bad as well. And this is something that I've talked about in my previous videos as well. So if you're someone that has actually put yourself in a toxic relationship, or generally speaking, you just feel like that everyone around you is quite toxic, by you simply constantly being around those individuals, individuals, and assuming you really care about them, the neurons in your brain will start to copy their brain pattern, and therefore you might feel a little bit worse as well. But the same goes the other way around. If you surround yourself with happy people, people that are always positive, people that are trying to live fulfilled lives, you start to notice that the neurons in your brain will start to copy the way that they are feeling, and therefore you might feel much more fulfilled as well. And the last type of empathy I would like to talk about in this video is the compassionate empathy. So the definition of the compassionate empathy is, with this kind of empathy, we not only understand a person's predicament and feel with them, but are spontaneously moved to help if needed. So compassionate empathy is concerned with intellect, emotion and action. And the benefits of the compassionate empathy is that you consider the whole person. And you only have a few pitfalls, because this is the type of empathy that we are usually striving for. So the compassionate empathy is not only the intellect, so the understanding of why someone is feeling a certain way, neither is it only emotion, which allows you to actually feel for that particular person. No, compassionate empathy is both of them, because compassionate empathy allows you to move other individuals. Because cognitive empathy allows you to understand someone else, and therefore they will understand why you're feeling a certain way. Emotional empathy allows someone else to feel for you, and therefore they start to feel the same as you're feeling. And compassionate empathy allows them to take action. And this is because of the deep connection that you've created. And due to this, the other individual wouldn't particularly mind to take action and start to listen to you more. And this is the way it usually goes as well. You start with the cognitive empathy, then you move on to the emotional empathy, and finally you get the compassionate empathy. And by understanding this, you'll be able to create better and more meaningful friendships. And that pretty much sums it up for this video. I hope you found the information useful. If you did, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you're someone that is new to this channel and you would like to see more videos like this, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.